Hey everyone, it's Ryder from Skip. It's Wednesday, May 12th. Hope you're doing well. Important video today on supplemental EIDL progress and targeted EIDL progress. We have some new survey data from yesterday, as well as new data from the SBA. So if you are still waiting for a supplemental or targeted EIDL grant, this should be helpful. Plus more data and news from Isabel Guzman herself on the Restaurant Revitalization Fund. Thanks so much for subscribing and liking this video so more people see it, and be sure to watch until the end. I'm going to jump right in here to the survey data, but also sneak preview. Tomorrow we are releasing EIDL loan and advance data. You will be able to look up any business near you, your business, a friend's business, on the publicly available data, but we will have a search lookup on both our website and our app. You know, we have a very popular PPP loan lookup. It's at helloskip.com/PPP-data. It's last year's data, so we are going to be updating this soon as well. I just want to show you this because this is one of the most used PPP lookups in the country. We're proud we've had this up for several months. So we're going to be updating the data here so you can search your company, a friend's company, companies near you, not only for PPP, but most importantly for EIDL loans and EIDL advances. We're really excited about this. We're going to announce it first for users of our app. Search HelloSkip on the App Store and Google Play, a link in the description. Again, this goes live tomorrow. A way for you to look up EIDL loan and advance recipients. All of you wondering, where did the money go? How many people near me were approved for advances versus in other areas of the country? We're going to have more and more there. Just a quick heads up there, but here is the survey we put up yesterday. Almost 3,500 votes. Now, it was complicated because there's a lot going on here, right? Everyone is at a different stage of the process, right? The ultimate goal for most of you is to have something that looks like this, right? EIDL advance, funded. Targeted EIDL advance, funded. Supplemental targeted advance, funded. And a small minority of you are seeing this, but that is of course the goal. Not all of you are going to see that ever, but that is the goal for many of you. And at the top here in this user scenario, their EIDL loan increase isn't fully funded, it's still being processed. But of course, that would be the ultimate once your loan is also topped up as well. But here's what we found out about. We asked people if you're funded for all three, funded for two of them, funded for two and waiting for the supplemental invite, funded for one of them, as in last year's advance, or one of the many other scenarios. Here's what we found. 5% of you are funded for all three, advanced, targeted, and supplemental. Okay? That's more than we expected because supplementals only started to be approved and funded last week. 6% of you are funded for two of them. In that case, it's advanced and targeted, and you've applied for the supplemental and you're still waiting to be funded. So in those two buckets, around 10% of you are in the supplemental flow, okay? A full 20% of you are waiting for your supplemental invite, but you have been funded for advanced and targeted. And finally, 1 out of 4 of you are waiting for a targeted decision. So you've gotten funded for the advance last year, at least part of it, and you're waiting for a targeted decision, then the supplemental, right? So most of these are in order of operations. First the original advance, then the targeted, then the supplemental. And as I broke over the weekend, the SBA does want to open up targeted for more folks. So they will plan on sending more invites to folks who've applied for EIDL loans this year. They will open up new invites soon. We don't know the exact date, but they will invite people who've applied for EIDL loans first for the targeted advances. And they say there's plenty of funding left in the targeted bucket, so they're not worried about that. And then almost half of you, 45% to be exact, are in one of the other scenarios. You haven't received any advances, you've received part of some, you're in reconsideration, etc., etc. But we had a lot of comments to this, but some of you are in the all three club. Latasha said she's in the all three club. We can call it the Triple Crown. Victoria says she's still waiting for all three. So right, there's a big spectrum where you've gotten all three, you're waiting for all three, or you're somewhere in the middle. And as Carla points out, there are still millions more to go. Ugh, I'm on vacation. Catch you guys later, LOL. Well, thanks for watching on vacation, Carla. Tamika says, funded for two, approved for SUP, just waiting for the SUP to be funded. That's good news as well. It usually takes a few days after being approved on your portal for it to get to your bank account. But thanks everyone for chiming in here in the comments. It not only helps us, but I know it gives peace of mind to others that whatever bucket you're in, you're not alone. And we know the SBA is working hard to approve more folks and to also invite more folks. And of course, to try to change what they can to push Congress to change the rules so more business owners can be helped. Here's the latest data. Now it's confusing because this was just published yesterday, but this is the exact same number of approvals that was published last Friday. So for whatever reason, they didn't change the data. 99,000 targeted advances have been approved. I believe they may release a new report either tomorrow or Friday. So I hope when we see this number on Friday, this is for targeted advances, it will be in the 100,000s, of course, but maybe 110, 120. Let's see how much progress they've made over the past week. We're going to keep an eye on this for you. Finally, the RRF report for today. Isabel Guzman released more data. They're happy with the RRF. It took them a while to get up the RRF portal. I did an in-depth video, step-by-step, how to apply if you're a food, drink, business, how to check if you are eligible. They've received more than 147,000 applications from women, veterans, and socially and economically disadvantaged business owners, right? These are the folks that are currently in the priority period, the first 3-week priority period, requesting a total of $29 billion in relief funds, and funds started being distributed. So far, $2.7 billion of relief funds have been distributed to 21,000 restaurants since this went live a week and a half ago. That's around 10% of the total funding for this program. There's more data as well. For many of you, the RRF is just a peripheral thing. You're really focused on the EIDL and supplemental, but I wanted to share this. Some of you, I think, in the comments will be critical. Why are they focusing on RRF so much? Can't they just approve more targeted and supplemental advances? Well, that may be a valid point. Let's see what the data says later this week when they release more targeted data. And our SBA contact did say that probably in the report this week, if not next week, we will also see supplemental data in the EIDL report. So I'll be the first to report on that once it goes live. Lots of new posts on our app and blog, including states are cutting unemployment benefits to force people to go back to work. So far, Montana, South Carolina, Arkansas, Mississippi, North Dakota, Iowa have all announced they will stop providing the $300 federal unemployment boost next month. We go into why they're cutting unemployment benefits and will this be a good incentive for people to return to work or not. We go into that. It's on the app. Thanks so much for watching until the end, and be sure to subscribe and turn on alerts. And if you want to see EIDL loan and advance data, who's gotten approved for what so far, be sure to download our app. We are going to announce it tomorrow. Everyone on our app will be alerted first. You can see friends' approvals, frenemies' approvals, etc. It's all publicly available thanks to the SBA. We don't have the most current data, but it's a few months old. It will still be helpful for many of you to look back in time. And most importantly, to check to make sure that your information hasn't been used without you knowing. If you have questions, as always, leave them in the comments. We'll do our best to cover them in a future video. Thanks so much. Stay well, stay healthy, and I'll see you tomorrow.